Hola from Lola. Man, oh man, I did a 5K. So let me go back because, like, there isn't really much to go forward from. Well, there is more to go forward than there is to go back. I have not been working out since my last video that I've posted because I think I just went through like a little woo is me moment time that I needed. And I also have been walking the girls every day for 1 mile, and then the walks had become they were turning into runs, and then we're running a mile, and it's the same route that we're running, well, that we walked, but we're running. But I let them know when we're gonna get it, and then when we get it is when we run it, and we actually have been doing really good. But anyways, bringing you to the 5K I did a 5K, and it was amazing. It was my birthday. I didn't do my marathon, obviously, because I would have trained for it the whole time, but I didn't. Didn't do my marathon, and I felt kind of sad, and it kind of sucks to pass the day and it be like just a regular ordinary day when I was supposed to have ran 26.2 miles. It kind of hurt to not have that under my belt, and not have the content, and not have the just the accomplishment of doing it after signing up for it and wanting to do it and everything. So I picked a random 5K because that's what my baby sister had to do for her run. So I picked a random one on a Nike one, and I didn't even notice it, but it was called the It's Okay 5K. And I was like, oh, this is super cute. Let me run this. Let me figure out and hear what the guide has to talk about. Oh my God, what a life-changing 5K. Not really life-changing, but just an eye-opening 5K that it was, because it was saying, like, it's okay. It's okay, period. Like, it's okay that I didn't run my marathon. It's okay that I woke up this morning. It's okay that we are going through so much in the world right now. It's all okay because right now I'm here to listen and to feel what it's like to run in this moment, and what this is bringing to me. How in this moment, because of what I'm doing, how do I feel, and how great that is to be in that moment. Because we can think about everything else, and we can think about what's going on, and we can think about like how your life is, and it's okay that things are going incorrectly. It's okay that life isn't happening. It's okay that I am not pregnant because we had a miscarriage. It's okay. It's not a bad thing that life is changing and life happens. So it was really beautiful to hear that. And after not running my marathon, I really felt that like I was going to be super sad, even more so that I wouldn't have even wanted to ever run again, and just felt like a complete failure. And that run was just like, okay, it was great. It was great to like hear the fact that like what I'm going through and what's in my mind, I subconsciously knew that I needed that run. So I needed to do that. I needed to do that one. And it's okay that plans change. You still put on your shoes, and you put on your headset, you put on some music, and you still had the want and the will to go out there and run this 5K. So that is okay, and that is great. So it made me feel really, really nice about that one. So I was actually really proud. Let me show you my run, though. Mind you, I have not ran in so long. I haven't ran I mean, I was doing, like I said, 1 mile with the girls every day, trying to work my way up to this 3K or up to running with my baby sister, who is training for her half marathon and her full marathon. Anyways, look at me! Look at me go! This angle's so funny. Oh my god. 10:19, 10:53, 11:19, and then the last one would have been 10:26 if I would have made the whole mile, but that would have been pretty quick. I did really good, for not running a consistent 3 miles in so long. Look at me go. I did really good. I'm actually really proud of it. I didn't even look at this when I got done with it. I was just so happy and excited to be able to be running with my baby sister. It really made a difference. I also need to go back to normal face. Another thing that I realized with this day is that when I first woke up and I went to the restroom, I had a little bit of like spotting still going on, and I was like, oh, maybe today is finally the day that I get my period, because I have been bleeding like just like when I go to the restroom and you gotta wipe yourself, and then once I get to that point, I'm like, oh, it's not clear, it's a little bit like the end of your period, so that must be like the start of mine. But I talked to my doula. I'm so proud of her. My doula, Laura from Renewing Rhythm. Oh my goodness, she is amazing. And she has let me know that that blood could still have been from the miscarriage. And that made me start wondering, like, what is going on with my actual body. So, so I started to get a little more, not worried, but a little just being more aware, I should say. I'm becoming, after this run, because I was like, oh, okay. So the reason why I mentioned that is because, like I told my daddy, when I was very young and I got my period for the first time, I was with him. I was at his house and he didn't know what to do with me, so he took me to my grandma, my Ama's house, and he took me to Ama, and she tried to teach me, and she's his mom, so she's older and I don't know what I'm doing, so I kind of learned about my period a little bit through her and how it works and how not to use 100 pads every time I use the restroom because I did run out and I did not need to at the time. I probably could have stayed with the 1 pad the whole time or something, anyways. It did get me start thinking about it, because that day I was like, oh, daddy, you're like my period like calling or something, because when I got my period the first time I was with you, and today I started spotting again, so hopefully I'm getting my period. And he just like stayed quiet and didn't say anything, and it was awkward, and I was like, okay, like, that's my daddy. I can tell him anything. I will tell him anything and everything that happens in my life, because, like, I mean, I don't know, I love him. I want him to know what's going on with me. And I told him and my baby sister when we were in the hotel before I run, so we were gonna go to the store to buy some tampons after. But anyways, after the run, we went to the store, got the tampons, went back to the hotel, took a shower, got ready, everything, put it in, did what I normally had to do. And then hours later, it wasn't here. It wasn't my period. It probably is just still the miscarriage blood that needs to come out, and like it takes a while. Laura told me it can take up to 8 weeks before that blood can actually stop, so that you can actually get your period. So we're still waiting on that, so then that way we can try it again and having a little baby in me. But until then, that's all I really needed to say about this run. And yeah, I wanted to mention my period. So yeah, I hope you have a good day, and I will see you on the next one. Okay, bye.